I'm Marnie, and I've been obsessed with documentaries.
And I'm Chrissy. I haven't, but I'm giving it a go.
We watch so you don't have to. Or maybe you do, and just want a completely fact-free synopsis.
Expect spoilers and tangents.
Because we're not here to educate.
We trade accuracy for entertainment every time.
This is the Gist Project.
Trainwreck, the series.
Mm-hmm.
My microphone keeps going down here.
Weird.
PI moms.
Your penis keeps descending?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Can I not?
Mm-hmm.
This...
I think you twist that thing. Nope. Other one? Oh,
okay.
Well, you know what?
Got it.
Far be it from me to know. There it is.
Okay. Well, that's just right in my face. And that's good. That's exactly what we wanted.
That's what we've learned.
Watch this one on Netflix. And I don't know that we need to say that, but yeah, probably.
Helpful, because if I were listening, doing what I'm escaping from whatever it is.
How do I watch the show? Because they didn't tell me every single detail.
Right.
Maybe spoiled a little bit.
Yeah.
Like the entire thing. But took place in 2011.
Oh, okay. So this was like that was the height of real life TV.
I think so. Reality.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Reality
I
TV.
wouldn't know that much because I was having babies, but I guess I would know a little bit.
We had TVs.
Yeah, we did.
We had TVs, maybe not cable. What I used to watch was Kim and Aggie, the British, How Clean Is Your House?
Oh, really?
Yeah, on repeat.
Used to watch The Office.
Okay, so that's what we were watching instead of this.
Yep, instead of 2011.
Yeah.
Or Trainwreck. PI.
Well, I mean, this was a show, was it not? Or what? Or did we ever get to the bottom? Like, was this show released?
It's a question that I have. I don't believe it was. I think it was canned. Because I'm going to be honest, I would have watched it.
Okay, I wouldn't have.
Okay. Well, did you get a first impression off of the picture?
I did. I saw a disgruntled turtle-looking man.
Is this not the picture I saw?
Really?
No.
Okay.
It's great.
A magnifying glass on an angry turtle.
I saw like a super sexy woman in a trench coat with a big camera.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was she the one who ended up, I'm going to have to go back to my notes.
Nope, this was just
this was an extra?
I believe it was just a shot.
How did I get Angry Turtle Man and you got sexy
I think really
Carmen Sandiego
pictures? So
once
we get the capability, we will be sharing these.
I'm actually okay that we see different things.
I am too. It's like a Rorschach.
Yeah. What are you seeing in this thing when you cross your eyes and hope you're high?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So, when I saw Angry Looking Turtle Man, I thought, okay, who are we investigating? Because the trailer went into just the basics of what the PI moms were doing. And then they hinted toward more beneath the waves, if you will.
Yes. I thought, is this like a actual thing? An establishment, so to speak, a business, or is this like a book club?
Ooh,
like moms who also investigate.
That's actually a good observation.
Yeah. Well,
which you're known for.
Yeah. So I'll just do a really brief synopsis.
Please.
We won't give up the...
Tell our 6 users.
Yeah.
Or listeners.
So this documentary is about an actual TV show they were producing, a reality show. Private investigators who are also moms. That's the theory. That's what's behind it. Takes place in the 2010s, I think, in San Francisco, California.
And they thought this was going to be really big. So the idea was that they were tipped off. I think I'm jumping ahead a little bit,
right, but Lifetime's like, hey.
Yeah, I heard about these women.
And they were on Dr. Phil.
You're right, they were.
Pre-show, I believe.
Oh.
I think.
You're right, because this is how, so they were like, hey, hot on, I wrote down his name.
Lucas
is
the producer. Or
Yes,
maybe Chris,
it was Lucas because I also questioned why his shirt wasn't ironed.
the producer.
Yeah, there's linen and then there's unironed linen.
Yeah,
And I thought maybe this is just one of those creative California looks.
probably
Probably
not.
no.
Probably grabbed it off the.
I mean, I wrote it down. I said, this is a little mean, but at first he kind of looked like a corpse.
We try not to be mean, and
Right.
whoops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Nothing against him. The guy really tried. He's probably tired. I look like a corpse
Yes.
right now. I'm tired.
I'm tired.
He didn't iron his shirt, but I liked his look and I liked his attitude. He was really into the moms.
Yes. Yeah. I think the moms were pretty supported by the show.
Yes.
Maybe not by Chris and maybe not by Carl.
Carl.
Yeah. But the moms were pretty darn supported.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
And I wrote down on a couple of them at least, they didn't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
They were hesitant to do it. I feel like
They didn't want it to get crazy.
Yeah,
One of them
they
said.
want it to be like the Real Housewives.
Yes.
Yes.
And they kept having flashbacks
Yes. So
to that very distinctive woman with a very enviable hairline who was on one of the Real Housewives.
oh,
I remember
no,
that.
I never watched the Real Housewives.
Neither did I, but I just remember her.
Yeah. So that's kind of just the show in a nutshell.
Okay.
But if that was all the documentary was about, it'd be so boring.
True.
Yeah.
True. It is. There is more to it.
Yeah.
So these moms are out and about. So this is a business. This man, Chris Butler, he intentionally went out to hire moms.
Yes.
With the idea that you can't think of a more passionate, hardworking, and I think he said multitasking.
Yep. Nurturing, I think he said, and I wrote down something else too, but you're right.
Which are all great qualities. He also failed to mention how resourceful, quick-witted, funny, intelligent. I mean,
maybe unsuspecting.
Maybe.
Because do people really think the moms are watching? Yeah, maybe.
Right.
Or you know what? Do you feel like now that we're of a certain age, we're not being noticed?
100%. You know how I know that? My mom has told me, she's like, you know that I'm getting old? No one looks at me anymore.
Yes. And so we're crossing into that line, and you know what we do fantastically? Fucking detect.
You're right.
Yep. I knew right away in this show who Mr. Rutherford was. But I'm jumping ahead.
We get the creative latitude to do that. No, I think this is the perfect time because Mr. Rutherford was hired under what circumstance?
Well,
to answer phones?
Here's the thing.
I don't know what his job was.
No. He was a male model and an actor.
I love how you had to specify male model.
And I don't mean USPS. I mean male.
Yep.
Yeah. He wants a piece of the spotlight.
He sure does, but why did he join this in the first place? We actually don't get that in the documentary.
We don't one bit, so we can only speculate.
Right.
So,
which is what the show is partly about.
I think so.
But there's just he's not even interesting enough to speculate about.
No, not at all. He really bugged me.
Did he?
Mr. Rutherford is also known as Carl for those who are catching up and maybe didn't quite get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Carl sends this email. This is one of the key things in this show. Carl sends an email as Mr. Rutherford to a reporter.
That's right.
The reporter is Pete, or journalist. He's a journalist, more than a reporter.
I remember that man.
Yep.
You know how I remember him?
Tell me how.
Okay. I can't wait. I wonder if you have the same response. So smart. By the way, it was Ronald Rutherford.
Ronald Rutherford.
And It went to a man who is, he looks like a great horned owl.
Oh, yeah.
His hair, it has to be on purpose. He has a choice
I
in this
could
matter.
see why you would say that.
Bald pat, I think is what they call it, right? And then his hair, he had a nice dashing bit of hair around him, and it came to fun wings
Yeah.
at the top. Not unlike, and if we ever get cool enough, we could flash a picture of a great horned owl. Maybe
It's a
put his
great
face on it.
idea.
That's what I saw.
2 pictures
Yeah,
side by side.
yeah. I want to get, what was his name?
He's a journalist.
Pete. Okay, of course you know
I don't know
that.
what his last name is.
You're right. You know what? I didn't even write it down. I just wrote, looks like great horned owl.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pete, yeah, Pete gets this because he was writing about how great this was going to be, right?
Yeah, Pete's on I don't know why he was chosen, but Ronald Rutherford, aka Carl, emails him and tips him off and says, doesn't he say these cases are
Set up.
staged? Yeah.
You're right.
And so Pete's a great journalist, and he's like, I gotta investigate this.
Yeah, what does this mean?
Well, I don't think those cases were set up.
No.
Fake. These women were actually doing their detective work.
You're right. Now that I think of it, Ronald Rutherford really sucked on many levels because not only did he try to disrupt the show, and our poor friend,
Ami?
Ami. No, who's our Lucas?
Oh, Lucas, the reality show.
Lucas.
The producer.
The producer. I really should read what you provide me ahead of time.
That's something to put in the notes.
It is.
Yeah.
Marnie, do your
try
job.
To get these a little earlier.
Okay.
Because I thought
I love your comment. He sees Chris, aka Ronald Rutherford, as the weakest link.
No, that's Carl. He saw Chris. Lucas did see Chris, the owner of Butler and Associates, as the weakest link.
Well, I'd hate to call out our editing, our producer here, but it says he sees Chris as the weakest link in our. But
I'm telling you that
you're right.
No. He did see Chris as the weakest link. Carl is the male model.
Yep.
Chris owns the detective.
Oh,
yes,
and
Lucas
you're right.
Is like, Chris is the weakest link here. He's inarticulate. He is not camera ready.
I take that back. That does not deserve my scratching, nor
I've got it on my sheet.
Yeah, you've got it, and I was wrong. Okay, you're right.
Yeah,
I am remembering that now. Yeah, because he just babbled on, and it showed some cutaway when he's driving, and
yeah, he was not good on camera.
Right.
But neither was Carl
or me, apparently.
Well, this is our second job.
Yeah, you're right.
This isn't our livelihood yet.
Right. Write that down.
Yeah. Get back at it, I tell you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So Lucas, the producer, actually just seems to not like either of these guys.
Yeah.
But Chris has to be there because he owns the business.
Right.
Carl, no. And they've told Carl, you're not going to be on camera. The show is not
P.I. Carl's.
P.I. Carl's. It's called P.I. Moms.
Right.
And implicit in the word mom,
yeah,
is a female.
Right. And there are what, 8 maybe
moms?
Yeah.
I wrote down the names of Denise,
all of them,
Ami, Michelle, and Charmaine. They interviewed Denise and Ami mostly, and Ami was the tattoo on her neck.
Yeah. And I gotta say, when I first saw Ami with her interesting piercings and the neck tattoo and the dark red lipstick and the dark hair and like all the things, I did have a little bit of a thought like, hey, the 90s are calling.
Also, like, I'd probably be able to pick you out.
Right. Yeah. Like,
me? What are you detecting? I guess
yeah.
I'm looking at a detective as like a sleuth. Maybe
us.
be notice.
Right.
Symbol. But
She's hard to miss.
this was post canning of the show, I think.
I think so too. And why I struggle to even bring up Ami is that woman has had a life.
Yes. And she was hesitant to say it.
Yes.
And then she did go on and say it because her child died.
Yes. Horrible.
And so then she shared that with the audience.
Right. While getting tattooed.
Yes.
Not her neck.
Nope, that wasn't the neck one. That came later.
Yep.
But and then I guess it didn't even air. So like she had to break that wound open, share it, hope to help somebody, and then show's canned.
It really is sad. And after hearing her background, it reminds me, never judge a book by their cover, right?
Right.
And obviously the neck tattoo, now I'm really going to hypothesize, but something about perhaps a butterfly on your throat, like learning to fly. I'm really getting out of my bounds. Yeah, I'm really getting out of my bounds here in terms of expertise, and that will just continue. I want everybody to know. I'm just going to make wild presumptions.
Things she thought.
Yeah. But I do think if it's symbolic in nature, it makes sense to me because it's like she spoke her truth and out came, something came of it.
Yeah.
So then I was like, go Ami. You tattoo that whole face if you want.
Do it. Don't do it.
And please, people, don't hurt children either.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nope, that was so she kind of, all these women really didn't seem like they were in it for any sort of money or fame.
Not at all.
Which Carl claimed.
Right.
But I think Carl was in it for the money.
Well,
fame.
That's what happens when somebody just repeatedly tries to be on camera. Did he
sabotage?
Yeah.
He did sabotage. He sabotaged the case. Remember they were doing an episode and it was like they're going to trick. They named it. I think I wrote this one down. Case of the unlicensed PI. And they're going to set up a private investigator who doesn't have a license. And they call him or email, however, and they're going to go and snag him.
Yes.
And then bust him, right?
Yep.
Carl tipped him off. And so he didn't show. And the producer, I mean, like, it's not as easy as setting up a podcast, folks. And this,
no, you're right.
And then like zip, we had this shit together.
Plug and play.
Really? Basically.
Yeah.
No, it's like moving cameras.
Yeah.
And microphone. Where are their microphones? But it's all this stuff, right? And then Carl ruins it. So then I think Lucas tells Chris, it's Carl. No, you've got to fire him.
Yeah, you're right. Because whether it was Lucas who busted him or was it Pete?
Well,
who busted Carl out?
It was, they both didn't need Carl.
Right. I'm just wondering if, so Lucas was the one to confront Chris, but who made the call to the PI to say, hey man, like, all right, we're not going to try to bust you, but you have to tell us who did it. So the fake PI rolled on Mr. Rutherford.
Yes, you're right.
And I think it was to, I think it was to one of the two.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
I'm going to scratch historian away from my list of positive traits. With regard to the program, turns out Carl was busted. So we found out, so Chris was confronted, like you said, by Lucas through channels unknown because we're learning our preparation styles.
Yeah.
But spoiler alert, Chris doesn't really care and doesn't fire him.
Oh, no, and Lucas thought they were lovers.
That's right.
Yeah, because he's like, why doesn't he fire him?
I mean, how trusting. How trusting of us that we wouldn't think, is there something nefarious going around?
I'm just sat there shagging in that back office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in Angry Turtle Man and Hot Male Model.
Yeah. I didn't even think he was that good looking.
I mean, to me, he was soap opera good looking, which is not either of our
No.
former, um, what's the word I'm looking for?
Eye candy?
Yeah, that we would be drawn to.
Yeah.
To me, he's just like too pretty.
Agreed. Agreed.
I want tattoos on that guy, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe like give him a scar.
A couple. A
Hmm.
couple. How does he not have one from being such a douche?
Great question. Why hasn't somebody kicked his
I
ass?
think Lucas even said he's got like a giant something missing.
Oh,
Oh, Lucas explains there's an emotional hole in the center of his psyche.
wow. That's
Yeah.
that's a damning statement, isn't it?
That's what he's telling us about Carl.
You're right. And he stated as such because he said with reality TV, there's always someone
Yeah.
who's coming and engaging in this for purposes other than just to have a good time, to do what you're doing, to try to be caught naturally doing whatever it is you're doing, like the PI moms,
Well, yeah.
solving cases.
Yeah. And this guy wanted to be a superstar.
Yeah, he sure did through side hustles and bid acts.
Yeah. Well, and there was a serious 15-year-old girl missing.
Yeah, how did he solve that?
I don't know.
That actually,
didn't he wait on that? Like, I feel like he did it wrong.
of
I
course.
feel like he was the only one who knew where the 15-year-old girl was and didn't share it right away so that his face could be on.
So was he a PI? Because remember, if we go back
Yeah.
35 minutes,
Did he?
I don't
answer
even
the
know what,
phone?
because he answered phones.
Yeah, I don't.
Do you answer the phone if you're one of the PIs? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Unless this is really like, all right, it's your time to do phone duty.
Maybe.
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Well, you'd think you'd want to have somebody to answer the phones.
Right. But would you hire a male
Mom.
model to do that? Or would a male starving actor work at PI Moms?
Couple notes for the Trainwreck producers.
Yeah.
Fucking fill it in. Like,
Yeah.
how is Carl in the show?
Yeah.
What is?
It wasn't really articulated. Like,
No.
Carl joined the PI group. I think they had a different name. PI Moms was the name of the show.
Butler and Associates.
Oh, Butler and Associates. Okay.
was the-
So maybe he was one of the butts.
Exactly.
He is a
The
butt.
Big butt.
The big butt.
But yeah, I mean, if you only have 55 minutes,
Yeah.
guess I'm a little more curious about why the fuck Carl's there in the first place.
Right.
Yeah, we'd like to see that.
Yeah. So Trainwreck in the for what it's worth category
Yeah,
from us.
and we would appreciate if we don't get notes on our show though.
Right. Yeah.
We don't really.
We turned off the comment box.
back yet. Yeah, but this is our. We're new.
We are.
Feedback later, please.
And honestly, Trainwreck, we're only saying this because we love you. Right now, you are our source of content.
Yeah.
Because next week's episode is going to be a riot,
Yeah.
which we watched, and we'll apply our new way of
Doing things.
because I actually really like that one.
I did too.
I mean, PI Moms was good. I just felt like I didn't understand. I didn't understand
Yes,
Carl's.
because we didn't. And then I mean, we've been talking this long. We're not even to the drugs.
Oh yeah. Should we talk about that?
Well, we don't need to talk much more about this episode.
No,
I guess it's really not my favorite, like you say, not my favorite documentary. I guess.
well, let's finish it. I mean, that would be like edging. That's what the kids call. Have you heard about edging?
Oh, I.
Okay.
Yeah. They say they do it to Rita, my Subaru. Okay.
What?
Because so Rita, Subarus are for safety.
Yes.
If you're in a seat without a seat belt,
Yeah.
she starts dinging, right? And so then they lift their butts and then they put it down and then so then she like dings like they say they're edging Rita.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. That's true. Does she stop when they hover?
They do. She does. Yeah. And then she starts back up if they put their weight on it.
I mean, if only it worked that easily for
I think
women.
sometimes, yeah, for women. Yeah.
Yeah. No, for guys, it's pretty.
I'd prefer not to edge. I'd prefer to just cave dive and get it done with.
Yeah.
Done.
Bungee jump that shit. Let's go.
No, I don't want to come back up.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
let me down.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, you're right. Yeah, bungee jump is a terrible analogy. I take it
Baseball,
back.
maybe.
Okay.
Because then we're at least getting some.
Parachute.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go is where we're getting at.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Okay, so you talk about edging. I'm glad that your household is as free and open as our.
Oh, yeah.
We talk about all. Faffing is one of my favorites.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Well, it's masturbating, and my kids
Oh.
hate it when I say it.
That's what they say?
No, they don't even say it. Or fapping. Fapping. That's what it is.
But
fapping.
this doesn't stand for it's masturbating, but it's not like
It's masturbating.
finger art puppet.
No, I don't think so. I don't know where fapping
That's what
came
we're
from.
gonna call it. Finger art puppeteering.
Yeah. Fat finger art puppeteering.
Yeah.
As if they would ever ask, like, what do you mean by fat mom? In fact, they usually say like, ew, stop.
Find it for me.
Yeah, what does that actually mean?
Yeah.
Now we know. We made it.
Yeah. Duh.
Okay, well,
So
you're welcome, world.
yeah. So okay. So they
So the PI moms go along. Carl's trying to sabotage them because he wants to be in the limelight.
Yep.
They don't even want to necessarily be in the limelight. They're just going along with the show.
yeah, and it looks like they're having fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like they get along, and Carl fucks everything up, and then Chris fucks it up by being some sort of drug dealer.
Right. Two cops.
There's cops involved. Again,
Carl is complicit, by the way.
Trainwreck though didn't really explain the whole cops thing.
No, I don't think.
Which is fine. So it turns out Chris gets busted for drug dealing.
Yep.
Meth.
Yep.
And in 2012, he was sentenced to 8 years in prison.
Wow.
And I guess note to self, Google, what's he up to?
Yeah, is he out?
Yeah, probably.
Does he have a new PI firm?
I can imagine he's taken all of his PI gear and probably he's just hanging out with a mask on his face.
Yeah.
Arresting people at the Home Depot. Detaining, I mean.
That was an interesting part where they did do arrests. Were they licensed PIs? And by the way,
they were.
Are you allowed to arrest people?
I don't know actually what a PI can do.
Well,
I really don't. I associate a PI with my husband's cheating.
Yeah.
Get me some photos.
Yeah. And I think that's what it's that. It's what is being done in this business.
Yeah.
It's undercover. It's civil cases. It's typically not criminal. That's handled by. There's the fine line.
To read a Miranda right, and some people are.
You're right.
Allowed to. Like, I can't just read anybody their Miranda rights and they're under arrest.
Or we could try.
Can we? So I think all you have to do is say citizens arrest. And then
you're right.
Then if you know your Miranda rights, which you have the right to remain silent.
Well,
you are under arrest. Let's let them know you're under citizens arrest.
Which means a lot.
Yes, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law.
Yep.
You have the right to an attorney.
Oh, you actually know them.
Right. I mean, like, if you can't afford one
will be provided.
Yes, by the state.
Is this from your time watching Cops?
Probably.
Or was it Reno 911? What was the show that we talked about in episode 0.0?
No, it was Rescue 911.
Rescue 911.
No, I don't know why I know this. I think just from watching various things. That's probably not I know that's not word for word.
But that's pretty damn good.
Thanks. Yeah. I don't forget.
I'm impressed.
Part. Yeah. Because if I ever get arrested,
yeah,
I know I have the right to remain silent. And I have the right to an attorney.
You're right.
And if I can't afford one, one
will be provided.
Yeah. Now we all know.
You're right.
Yeah.
And I assume Carl did not face the same scenario because
to be in shows,
even though he was complicit in this. So he ratted on look, I'm not saying that Chris shouldn't have been punished, but
no, of course
he ratted on Chris. Chris took the fall, even though there's, I would imagine, evidence that Carl was a part of this. which is why
He just played.
Chris didn't roll on Carl and fire him.
Yeah.
So Carl is a double snitch.
And just a ruiner of hopes and dreams.
Of the worst kind.
Yes. So we have 0 kind words for Carl.
Yep.
Who then went on to do bit pieces in other shows.
Do you think that he's in anything of consequence that we would recognize?
Something we could also put on to research. So.
Okay. Yeah. Kind of like in the post. No. But post show, when this is so big and people are like, I wonder what it was like when they really sucked, then we will have already done our homework and we can be like, actually, look, Carl was in these 5 shows that now Carl's really made it in the world.
Exactly.
Sadly.
Or not.
And
Carl works at McDonald's.
The Home Depot.
Yeah.
Trying to not get arrested by Chris.
Exactly. He's probably got that vest.
Yeah.
You know he does.
He does. He definitely
got a tactical gear.
Which is timeless.
PI's wood.
I actually don't mind the look of some tactical gear.
Well, no. You married a police officer.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. And but on him, not so much.
Why?
I mean Chris.
Oh, I thought, yeah.
Yeah, on Jeff? Yeah, oh no, yeah.
I'd still make him put it on.
Yeah, there's a reason why that handcuff is still on display over there. I don't know. I get to wrap myself in your blanket, stare at some of my favorite objects, art.
Yeah.
One of which includes Jeff's handcuffs.
There we go.
They will never leave that area and be used for other purposes, but
unless we do decide to citizen's arrest.
You're right.
We could bring that with.
Actually, if this whole thing doesn't work out, we could call Lucas, say, we've done our research, kind of. We've got some stuff and an idea.
Let's go ahead and do PI Moms Part 2.
Part 2. Okay. Do you think we've done enough for this show?
I do.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it's really been great.
All right. See you later. Well, there you have it. You may have picked up on a fact or two.
Or just convinced yourself you did.
Either way, that's the GIST Project. Never educational, but always entertaining.